Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bevins Bricks. I'm doing a couple different things today. I've been, as I'm sure a lot of you guys have actually seen, I did a call to action for for the Cajun Yeti, and I'm hoping everybody saw that because I'm seeing his numbers are jumping. So I know a lot of people did see it, but the bet kind of was he couldn't get 500 subscribers by Monday, and he's already gained well over 100 since I posted that video. So thanks to all of you guys out there for making that happen. I do have a couple different special guests that are supposed to be joining me. And with that, it is going to be Macro Bricks, Greg Bissett, and I also believe Brooks Bricks is supposed to be hopping on as well. So we're going to be doing a couple different things in this live stream. Hoping you guys enjoy it. This is kind of some of the stuff. Hey, Brick Sergeant, you know what? I should talk to you. You know what? I'm going to make a few messages in Discord, but this is in part of me trying to change things up a little bit. What I mean by that is I'm just trying to do a bunch of different things. And all my members, please, Cajun Yeti, how dare you? But I'm hoping you guys are enjoying the new content because I'm trying to do a whole bunch of different stuff. And I'm hoping you, like I said, really hoping you guys are enjoying it. Bear with me while I'm making a few extra comments here. Trying to prep some of the guys that are trying to get in. And there we go. We got one. Bada boom, bada bing. There we go. We got Greg Bissett.
Hey.
Law Lego. How you doing, Greg?
Good.
And for those of you that don't know Greg, he is one of my members. He's been a member for a while. You probably remember him as he is one of my most consistent, besides Matt Brooks Bricks as well, one of my most consistent moderators. But I want to take a moment and let Greg go ahead and explain a little about himself, talk about his YouTube channel, and maybe some of the things that he's interested in. So with that, go for it, Greg.
Oh, thanks, Daryl. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm actually newer to doing actual YouTube type stuff, so brand new to me. So I've actually just changed my channel name. You saw I had a convention center mock I sent to Daryl, I don't know, a few months ago. And my links are there. So I've got YouTube page, I've got Instagram. So my YouTube channel just changed to Law Lego, and you'll see it as in the channel itself. I'll say hi to everybody.
So I was trying not to interrupt you.
Yeah, no, you're fine. I've got an Instagram page, and yeah, you'll always see me on the streams and stuff, trying to help out and stuff. And there he is, Macro.
Hey, Greg, how's it going?
Good. Yeah, so I've been like Daryl. I start off. Daryl's got way more years collecting, but I've done a ton of Star Wars stuff, and slowly I've been rolling into city stuff. So that's where I'm at, and just been slowly starting to do some mocks and stuff, and gotten various challenges from some other folks. Matt, hopefully he'll be joining here soon.
Yeah, he's supposed to.
Yeah, like this little truck here, all purple minus I had to do some white for the tiles and stuff, but a few other buildings. I can show that off real quick. I know Daryl just saw this in a different stream, but real quick.
Let me zoom in so everybody can see that up close.
Yeah, let me.
Trying to figure out. Let's see.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to get Inception going either, because I've got my monitor behind you.
That's cool. I love when people redo those builds or that build with that set.
Yeah, it's that 3-in-1 creator set. It's the townhouse pet shop cafe deal.
I like that.
So yeah, so
it's like we were discussing in Yeti's stream. I think I screwed up because I can't find that in my collection of backlogs.
And I had an over-under. I think that was the other thing that the book
piece buried.
I thought he had at least one of these. He's like, no, I don't even have one of these.
Not even buried under a bunch of boxes or something, eh?
It's possible. I got way too much crap back there.
Yeah. It's one of those things. It's hard because you see it on the shelf all the time. Your mind puts it in your category, right? So then you're, oh shit, I think I got that just because you've seen it, but now it's hard.
Yeah, I'm thinking I choked on that one.
It's still out there. You can still find it. I know it's on Amazon.
I want to grab at least one more for Rubrickable.
Oh yeah, I think
Looks good. That looks good.
yeah, I know Papa's Bricks. He was doing like one. He was doing taking the same type of set and redoing it. But so yeah, just spinning around real quick.
I
Try
seen
to keep-
someone did one in the Ninjago city styles as well. It looked
Oh
pretty
yeah,
cool. Oh, I like the stairs and the decks on the back. Nice.
yeah. It's all and it's white masonry brick too. So that's like I got this stuff right when it first came out. Hey, Miss Bricks. Everybody's jumping all over different streams today. I mean, I know everybody's been streaming all day. Oh, there's Matt.
Matt is here. Woohoo!
My bad.
Yeah, I'll let me show you one other thing that I want to show that at least because I know people have been Daryl, I know you're mid-building modulars, moving stuff in and around. I started parting out the brick bank.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So
good,
the
man.
one thing is, you know how like up here it's all the clear trans green brick.
Yeah, well, 1x1s or whatever it is.
Yeah. I went and did it this way with the sand green because I think it gives a nice different look. This will all get lit up and stuff, but like
That's a
One
good
of the
idea. You can send masonry.
Yeah, do some lighting.
that. What's that?
Do some lighting.
Oh, this will get lit up. Oh yeah, all of this stuff will get lit up. But like that one tile there, like you can't. It's in 7 stores, and yeah, you can like. It's insane. But now I got to figure out what I'm building now, because I got to figure out where I put all my parts for this. As Matt will tell you, I'm the slowest builder around. Hey, Brick Sergeant.
Oh, welcome to the club. I hear you.
Hey, we did a build challenge this morning, kind of. He wasn't far behind me.
Yeah, where is it? Oh,
You can't rush perfection.
Was that in your live stream, Matt? That you're
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah, we decided to put together the stuff that he's showing right now on screen. I kind of joked, let's see who can get it done first.
yeah,
Hey,
this
Matt,
was
27.
the gift with purchase. This was a fun build.
Yeah, this is a cute set. I like it.
I like the minifigs, but how much do you have to spend to get that?
I think this was 175 or something.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a lot of money. Damn.
Yeah.
They keep just raising it, man.
And you're not well, that's actually pretty cool, but you're not getting substantial, like anything that much more for your gift with purchase.
I mean, and then this thing right here was like 275.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That was a gift with purchase, the Lego
Yeah.
villain thing?
Yeah, this was like 175, and then they had this going for like 275 or something pretty high, 250 maybe.
What's that, the size of a license plate?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
It's that kind of thing.
oh, is it? It's not even that thick. It's rolled over edges on the back.
Yeah, it's all rolled.
Oh. I mean, it's kind of cool, but unless you're buying something for $275 anyways.
I agree. If I'm spending that kind of money, man, I don't want a metal placard.
And then if I'm spending that kind of money, I'm probably spending it anyway, so the metal placard's not really swaying my vote.
True.
Yeah,
Very
I
true.
think I was getting a bunch of sets on Double VIP Black Friday or whatever it was. To get those points up there.
Nice.
Yeah, I missed out on a bunch of that, the free gifts with purchase and whatnot there for a while because I was just so focused on trying to get that commission job done that I didn't catching any of the sales. I wasn't catching any of the gifts with purchases or anything.
Not to dive too deep, and you can tell me to switch topics. But do you enjoy those through and through, those commission jobs, or is it like the first week sweet, the next month it's kind of like meh, or is it just a love for the brick? Or
I mean, don't get me wrong. As far as the
Maybe
first
they do that,
commission
I
job,
don't
I mean, really both of them only took a month apiece.
okay,
But there's like a best way I can put it is I feel a lot of pressure at first because it's like we usually set up, we'll discuss everything that they're wanting. I'll give them some ideas. I kind of show them examples of things I have around my barn of sizing just to give them an idea. And then they say yay or no, or they want this or that. And mind you, everything's just more or less verbal. And then we'll set a price, and then we agree upon that price. And then once they give me the deposit, I go for broke. So right out the gate, I'm always nervous as to how quick can I get my parts, how quick can I get it built, and all that just as fast as I can. But once it starts kind of falling together, I get this sense of relief and a really big sense of pride in the fact of how it's turning out, because once I'm getting close to the finish line, it's like, oh hell yeah, this is looking amazing, or this, so on and so forth. So it starts out nerve-wracking, but it always finishes good.
nice.
Daryl, I think you should take a lot of pride in this second job because this was fully your vision as opposed to using the modular buildings.
Yes.
So I think that you should definitely own this one a lot more because it was just everything from your mind. It was fantastic.
Yeah, because the first one, it was their big concern wasn't so much in custom stuff. It was they just wanted some city looking streets, and they wanted to keep the cost as cheap as possible. That was why that first commission job, it was all sets, and then it was just a lot of lighting and building the table. Whereas this one, they had a vision because it's Texas, and Texas is known, that was their big thing, is Texas is known for space and oil. So they wanted space and oil on the table. And Lego does make space sets, but nothing like what I did, obviously, as far as the launch tower and such. But to me, the hardest part about it was kind of trying to tie it together. And I don't know if I ever actually did a good job of explaining it either. What I basically set it up and made it work as is, to me, the Saturn V launch tower and all that is part of the museum display, which is the building on the back. So it's not actually a tower that's going to be getting launched. It's just something that the museum is using as a display. And then you have that little service road between the museum to take them over to the oil field so the different crews can work on oil and all that. And then you have the spectator out on the water. So to me, that was a good mix of things, of everything that they were asking. And they wanted water because, Texas has a huge coastline. So once it was all tied in, it made me feel really, really feel good to see it all tie together.
It came out awesome, and some of the techniques that I think with the oil jacks, how you had them all, and you had to get all the different bearings and everything else to move. The motion on it is just insane.
And that was a real nightmare, let me tell you. That was a definite nightmare trying to get that stuff straightened out. And it's done with, I don't know if I ever showed everything on that or not. The 3 oil derricks are ran off of one motor, and then I have a long drive assembly that comes out of that motor that's driving all 3 of the motors, or 3 of the derricks at the same time. And then there's a separate motor that's running the water. And off that, I have a dual gear drive system that comes off the center motor. And then it goes out to 2 camshafts, which is what's making the water look like it's moving around. So it was definitely a challenge, but I'm really happy with the finished product. And thank you so much, Brick Sergeant. I really appreciate that, buddy. You donated $1.99.
It'd be hard to let go sometimes, some of that stuff. You almost want to put it in your own city.
But this is the first time I've ever had you on, Macro. Take a second, go ahead and explain yourself, explain your channel, share any links you want or whatever. Go for it. Tell us about you.
Awesome. Well, my name is Mark. I'm 38. I'm doing the whole game everyone else is playing. I do a lot of custom mocks, big old city, always adding the modulars, trying to do somewhat of city planning to gain some more space. People can just pretty much YouTube my name and find me, and that's about that. I appreciate it. Much appreciated. Glad to hang out. Last night was super fun as well.
Oh, yeah, it was a blast. I after we do our little stream here for an hour or so, or however long you guys want to stay, I don't care. I was thinking about going back over there just to give them more of a hard time.
Yeah, I'm real curious to see him in a dress. Not.
Oh, he started bugging after you left. Nope, not talking about that. Nope, not going to happen.
The dress?
Yeah.
Oh, it's too late now.
About 1,000 something. What's going to happen there?
I guess that's hilarious, though.
Yes, sir, Kevin.
Hey, Miss Bricks and Matt, 'cause I don't think you've had a chance. Why don't you tell everybody a little bit about yourself, your channel, any of that good stuff you want to share?
Yeah. Hi, Matt, also known as Brooks Bricks. That is my channel name and Instagram of the same name. Been doing that channel for about 1.5 years now. Been back into Lego since about May of 2019 after a 19-year dark age. One of my biggest regrets that I was out of it that long. But so glad that I've came into the Lego community that I have. Getting with Daryl and some other folks that I've met through here, and then expanded my way out, meeting other folks too along the way. It's been fantastic.
Awesome. And we've been, I want to say, I know Macro's been with me for at least 4 years now. Matt, I want to say you've been with me for what, 2-3 years now?
I mean, I was watching and lurking a little bit up until about 1.5 years ago.
Okay. And then Greg was kind of the same thing. He just kind of came out, watched me for a while, and then just kind of came out of nowhere and started hanging on the channel.
That's what Greg does.
Wait, what? Not see, you know. Mark, this is what I've been dealing with day in and day out. Talk to the guy.
Harassment.
Oh yeah.
It's only because we love you, Greg.
Mm-hmm.
I guess the real question is, can we talk you into a dress now?
Yeah, the answer to that one, no.
I will pay to see that.
Really?
Yeah, the answer, no.
Okay, Greg. There's your opening.
Yeah.
How much
I
would
couldn't
it take?
do that either.
How much would you take to actually wear one?
Well, if we're putting a price on it. Oh, okay.
Many. I gotta put that.
That almost sounds like Macro wants to throw his name in the book.
I sure would. Just let me go swing by the jewelry store and take a quick look first before I put a price on it. If I can get another gold chain out of the deal, hey, I'm down.
Get that. Definitely get that.
At least some thought, right? Yeah, at least give it some thought.
Absolutely. I mean, why not? Have a little fun with it. Fun with embarrassing yourself.
Oh, I do that for free all the time.
It's part of what makes Mark's streams all that much more fun as he just does it on stream.
Yeah, some are a little rough though. Whatever, you live and you learn. It's all fun.
Brick Sargent was asking if we had saw his pictures in Discord, and did you post more pictures in Discord, Brick Sargent? Because the last thing I saw was what they shared on Yeti's stream, which was your train station, or not train station, but train sets.
Well, it's always fun.
I may have to get that. I may have to get the Hogwarts Express.
I just built that last night when I was streaming.
Oh, with Yeti?
Yep, that was one because I've been on the fence for a while, and I know everybody panics when I say this, but I've been on the fence for a while for destroying my train station. And
Blasphemy. No.
And part of it was last night it didn't seem like no matter what I did, I couldn't find what I would consider to be a happy location for it. And I thought, if I'm going to destroy it, I want to at least sleep on it before I pull the plug. And when I slept on it, I got up and it kind of hit me, I think, how I wanted to put it. So I came out here this morning first thing and started rearranging my table and whatnot. And it's okay. I can live with this now. I like it. So I decided I'm going to keep it.
Oh, Oh,
was going to say, with that added space, you can find a place to place that sweet piece of Lego architecture.
My problem was because I was trying to keep it on the outer limits of the table,
Yeah.
and by doing that, it was going to bring all the train tracks like up, and it was creating a big congestion on the one side of the table. And that's where I was getting flustered.
Okay.
And like I said, I slept on it, and then I thought, hey, when I originally designed that in my last Lego city, I designed it to be basically in the center of my table. And that's when it kind of came to me, and I thought, well, I can center it over to the board, and now it looks much better.
Nice. Glad it worked.
Let me see if I can actually get the camera on it so you can see what I'm talking about.
It was a blast actually seeing when you had the 9-volt running through it.
I'm also trying to work on a guillotine.
For the castle build.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's awesome.
Does it drop?
No, I'm not that advanced yet. I'm sure I could, but right now I just want it to look good before I start playing with mechanics.
No, it looks awesome. You did a great job with that.
It's just too damn tall compared to the buildings.
Oh, wow, man, there's a lot.
Medieval village then?
A little castle.
Okay.
You want to make sure you keep those people in line.
That's right. We've got to
Boy,
scare
you can tell that Matt would have been a tyrant back in the day.
Yeah.
Back in the day, Darrow? You mean now?
Only to you, Greg.
He's got a special place in his heart for you, Greg. I love guillotines. They're awesome. Something else I think would be sweet macro would be like a tray bar. I think that's how you call it. You know, the thing that launches the rocks.
Oh, like a trebuchet or whatever.
Thank you.
Oh,
I don't know the proper enunciation, but that's exactly what I'm talking about. Yes.
Me either, but I guarantee Mayo will. Probably show up in the chat.
Yeah,
There's others who know too that have given me the lowdown on the medieval weaponry, so got a bit of knowledge.
I was going to say, wasn't Aussie Adams like launching? He was launching minifigs last night.
Yeah, he was doing that on another stream there.
He gave me an idea for one, actually, just what he was playing around with. I was like, sold, copied.
Kevin saying, put him in an Iron Maiden.
So you could do all kinds of little scenes like that in the castle, right? Just because we're adults and we can laugh about it a little bit. I mean, it's not really funny, but it's kind of, you can play around.
Oh,
You just want to go for some historical accuracy, that's all.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, it's funny, but whatever.
Well, it's a little funny. We don't have to live with it, so it's in the past.
Around the line, maybe, hopefully.
Yeah. Absolutely. The way things have been going, you're right, you never know. Just like I've always wanted to put, and I've always been hesitant to do it because I thought it might offend some people, but I've always wanted to build a strip club for my city. I think every city has a strip club, you know what I mean?
100%. 100%.
But I don't know how well that would be accepted.
I think it's up to you.
True.
I was worried about catching some slack for the XXX billboard in my city, but no one said nothing. It's a good laugh.
It is a good laugh. It's pretty amusing.
I think
I got a scantily clad dress minifigure out front, and we got the Botcher's Buds marijuana dispensary. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that, but
yeah, you're good.
We got that rocking out in the city. That's also like everything's legal here in Canada, so I'm not stepping out of line too much, am I?
No, it's legal here in Michigan too.
There you go.
Sure as well at this point.
Brooks
Just-
Brick even designed a dispensary, and Paul Roos sells the instructions for it, doesn't he, Matt?
Yeah, he reached out to me and said,
Oh, that's awesome.
Hey, do you have anything for them? I'm like, no, it was just something I built off the cuff as part of a joke.
That's what started it all. Yeah, yeah.
I'm like, why? And he goes, well, because somebody asked me about buying it. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, here's some pics, because he asked me for pictures, like you talked about there. Well, he does stuff for you.
Yep.
And then within like 12 hours, he had rendered a fantastic instruction set for it. And then he actually started selling the build, and he actually gave me a little royalty for at least one that's been sold so far.
Nice.
Like, okay. I'm good with
That's
that.
the art form I like to do, is learn how to make instructions for some of your stuff, for some of my stuff, however you put it, right?
And to me, Paul, I mean, he does an amazing job with making instructions. So if you ever wanted to contact somebody to have anything made, Macro, I would really recommend him.
When I saw what he did for my build, I'm like, holy crap! This is
it sounds like he was pretty quick too. I thought it'd be like a piece by piece thing you have to do, but he's got a system down, right?
Between the video that I posted showing it off, my mock reviews I call it, and then me sending him some pictures. I mean, other than changing a few of the pieces I had used, because I was using stuff I got off the pad wall, but he just put in pieces that would work. He had it. I mean, it was perfect. I'm like, wow.
Interesting. Cool.
I'm sorry, I got to change subjects for just 1 second. Ben Campbell, I love it. He said, call a strip club studless.
That's it.
But anyway,
Paul,
go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, Paul does amazing stuff. They're some of the most easiest to follow directions, as in, okay, hey, here, if you look at, even with like in wonderful, actual, true, official Lego, if it's going to be built multiple times, where is it said? Right at step one, hey, you're going to need to do this 4 times, 5 times, whatever. And it's easy to follow. It's not like I've seen a bunch of different stuff that's been done by people in studio and that. And it's like, well, you've got this one part that's floating in midair. Like, what? That doesn't make any sense. Paul's are very direct and easy to follow. It's great stuff.
You got me intrigued. I want to go check it out real bad now.
Absolutely.
I feel like I should have been on it sooner.
All right, wait. Now I gotta go. Wait, hold on. Now I gotta go drop another plug.
Yeah, definitely check him out. You can 2 things. You can find him, because I'm sure Greg's gonna drop the plugs and share the links. But
Greg is doing his job while he's guesting on here.
Okay. So if you go to my Rebrickable page, though, you can find the instructions there. But also, I want to make sure that everybody knows that he's the new owner and operator of Brick Addict. So if you go to the Brick Addict website, you are purchasing now from Paul Roos. And he sells instructions, he sells sets with instructions, he sells stickers and all kinds of stuff. And he's gonna be a guest tomorrow to talk about all that too.
Sweet.
Years.
I may miss it, but all right, both links, everything's all dropped in the chat.
There you go. And hey, Dale. Hello to the Netherlands, guys. And what are we building? I'm rushing through trying to build all my modular buildings. I am currently on a corner garage. Macro, go ahead. What are you doing?
I switched. I'll put down that castle and clear my head and build a Yoda's starfighter.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, that's a nice one. I have that.
Nice.
I am actually working on an older May the 4th purchase, the Death Star 2 battle.
Oh, sweet.
Well, that's cool.
That is a cool set.
I'm just doing some vehicle mocks. I did a couple earlier while I was on the Yeti stream here. I'm just working on another one right now. It's for the heck of it.
Excellent. Hey, Hypercube, how you doing, my friend? 1, 2. And bear with me if I get quiet or if we all get quiet. Sometimes I get lost in my instructions.
I think we all do. Like all of a sudden, everybody gets into a flow. All right, I got to drop this piece here, this piece here.
I do that, especially if I already caught my mistake before. Okay, now what am I doing? Pay attention.
When I was build challenging with Greg this morning during my stream, he kept trying to get me distracted, so I'd screw up and let him take the lead.
There you go. One way to do it.
And he's encouraging Taz also to screw me up by correcting me.
It didn't work. I still lost.
Not by much. Not by much. Pretty good. Pretty close.
It can be, I think a lot of people don't realize how challenging it can actually be trying to build, keep in line with your instructions, and have conversations that actually make sense while you're going along.
Oh, no doubt. That is the biggest single challenge that I still have when I'm doing my own streaming, is trying to multitask between focusing on especially mocking and then, keeping track of chat and entertaining and all that stuff. It's still challenging for me. Very much so.
Hey, Kalen, nice to see you, man.
Long time no see, Kalen. Right on. Good to see you.
I've been seeing him in Discord on streams, and it's like, wow. Because he kind of was a ghost there for a little while. I know he had a bunch going on, but it's nice to see a lot of the faces I haven't seen in a while, and names I haven't seen in a while.
There's a lot of people. I know people just get busy with life, but it's good to see them come back. Put themselves out there in chat.
I talk about it in Discord all the time. Like, it gets real quiet when Daryl's not around for a while, but Daryl shows back up and boom, everything lights up again.
That's a good sign, Daryl. That's a good sign.
Absolutely. Not going to complain about that at all.
Honestly, it'll be like, well, you remember Bricks for Chris. I'm sure you might have seen some of his videos, mocks, and stuff like that over the time.
Oh, yeah. He used to have a great channel, and then he wiped it. And I know
Exactly.
why.
So if you don't come to the community, people are like, where's Daryl? Where's Bevin? What is he coming back? What? We get all worried a little bit, just like we did when Bricks for Chris left. Yeah. And he didn't leave. He's still out and about in the community.
Well, I don't know if you guys know what actually kind of happened with him, because he wiped out his channel, but like you said, he is still out and about. But simply put, it was his wife needed like a major surgery or something. That's what kind of deterred him from continuing on with his YouTube, because
Life just changed.
Life threw him a curveball, and he had to reassess his values, and his values obviously were with his family, which is where they should be. And that's kind of what happened with him, though. But like you said, he is still around. He just doesn't have his own private channel anymore.
Yeah.
When he does post, it's really rare anymore.
That's similar stories to others in that era, I guess, and ironically, in moments of silent enough, even today's era.
Yeah, the life unfortunately loves to get in everybody's way.
Yeah.
But when I first started this channel, even Bricks for Chris used to come on here and chat, and I thought that was absolutely awesome of him.
Good to be able to pick people's brains throughout the community.
Absolutely.
Like a team that's too tall.
I see a few more people joining. Hey, get the brick. Microfish. What sets are you guys getting in 2022?
The brick.
Modular. That's for sure.
All the good ones.
All the good ones. My main priority is I would like to get at least 10 of each of the battle packs that they're going to be coming out with Star Wars figs. I want a minimum of 10 of each of those. And
so I know why. If I try to go find one, I know why I can't find them. Got it.
Hey, it ain't just me. I know other people that do worse than I do.
Yeah, I don't know if I need 10, but those are going to be a hot commodity, and I might scoop a bunch if I can as well.
They're a priority. Another priority to me is that new modular building.
Yep.
I honestly do want to get maybe not get 4 of them, but pieces equivalent to 4 of them. Build one, mirror build one, and then do the rest in between.
Totally agree. It's because to me that's an amazing building.
Yeah.
I look forward to seeing Daryl Bevinize it.
Oh, that'll be huge.
Well, I just, because of all the neat angles that they have on that, I see that being a real cool building to modify into like a flat iron building.
Oh, absolutely. It's already kind of pre-made towards some of that, and then
Yep.
just doing even more of it would be really, really cool. I mean, it fits the scale for my city. Obviously, what you guys know is much smaller than what Daryl does, for instance, so I think it's fine for me. But I do want to see what other folks do with multiple sets. I'm very, very curious about that.
Well, see, even for me, because what I'm trying to do now, and that's, I need to do another update video now that I've got some stuff kind of straightened out into its permanent home anyway, is I am going to be putting in just the basic modular buildings on this end of the table here right before I get to like my subdivision area. And then I'm going to go back to just having my buildings down towards the back because that's where everything gets kind of Bevinized, crazy sized, whatever you want to call it.
Like a downtown core type deal.
Yes.
I got you. That's cool.
So I want to keep all the big buildings at the back of the table, so when you're standing out on this side looking, it fills the wall up, and I need to get that wall painted. I want to get some clouds on it to give it a better backdrop.
Like a lot of people would be really interested or would be really intrigued in following that along. Kind of because they can relate, watch all the modulars get put in, street plates and stuff.
That's why I've been trying to do here and there live streams of me just over there messing around.
Filling her in right on.
Yeah, it was cool seeing you trying to think out through the layout last night.
There's a lot of mills too, damn.
So I've been surprised at the amount of feedback I've been getting back from that. It's all been great. So I'm definitely going to be continuing it.
Do you keep your modulars original or do you modify them?
Thank you, Kevin. Well, it's like this. I personally am one of the, don't get me wrong, I love the official Lego building, but I always like them better after I modify them, Bevinize them. And part of the reason I like to modify them is just, to me, they're not really what I would consider minifig scale, I guess. Because a lot of times they make them so small that, you know, they're calling it an apartment, and it's just like it's such a tiny room. There's not even a bathroom or anything in it. And I like to add all those little stupid details when I'm doing a building. So that's why I typically widen them out just a little bit to give me a little more space.
Well, yeah, if you got the space, time, and I guess the cash to do them, why not? They do look better.
Because like one of my favorite buildings is and I still haven't even, because I want to go bigger, BrickLink. So that's right on the front corner across the street from my Cafe Corner building. And it's bigger, don't get me wrong, but it's not a ton bigger, but it's just big enough that it really classed the building up. I used 2 sets to get it to where it is right now.
A bunch of your own parts or just 2 sets?
Just 2 sets. They didn't
nice.
Any extra parts. Actually, I take that back. It was 3 sets. I'm sorry. Let me see if I can change the camera just to kind of show what I was talking about. There we go. You can see the side of it. It's basically I'm hoping you can see it anyway. Let me do a solo layout.
Yeah, it's in the middle part there.
Oh, right. Yeah, right in the middle.
But now that's only the side of the building, so it's actually twice as wide as that on the front. So there's okay. 2 sets of windows on either side of the center section on the facade of the building, where that's the side of the building.
Oh yeah, once you fill that all in, all your trains going around there, that's gonna be crazy.
And then the back side between that tan skyscraper and the red skyscraper, or not skyscraper, but the red apartment complex, is where I built another building. And that building, the first floor, is the laundromat. That was the original part of that BrickLink. So I made it its own separate building altogether.
Very cool.
Nice, nice.
So I need to actually pull some of that out and start making some more videos to show some of the stuff that I've done over there.
I still love seeing that Grand Hotel in the background there.
Talking about the cafe corner, or are you talking about the red
No,
one?
the 10 or 11-story grand tower there, the hotel.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that's a great one too.
Yeah, it really
That
has
was-
a good downtown vibe-ish feel.
That was mine in
Skyline.
Charm City's build challenge build.
Yep.
That was fun.
That was fun. That was definitely fun to watch.
Yeah.
Tell you what, though, that because me and him had just discussed that, and I don't think he'll ever do it again, and I don't know that I'll ever do one of those again.
You
that
guys-
actually that hurt.
Huh? I was gonna say you guys could see towards the end, like you were like you could see, like you could tell like your fingers were hurting and everything else. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
Oh, my fingers were blistered for a good week after that.
Well,
And then to add to it, because once we got so far, everything I did, I had to stand while I was doing it. So that was making things a pain in the rear also.
the stuff we do for the love of the brick.
Yes, it is crazy. And yes, I did move the train station again, John Garrett. I think it's where it's going to stay now, though.
those look good.
I kind of like it. I don't know if everybody will like it because, I mean, it is kind of hidden with the buildings tucked in around it, but I thought it was a good look for it.
Can you switch that again, Daryl?
Yeah. I can actually even go move the camera over, too.
Meal's taking off. Cheers, buddy.
So you know what I like about that being kind of embedded in there is it feels like that actually feels downtownish to me. I know there's a couple places up where I am in New York State here where the train station literally is just kind of downtown embedded amongst other things.
Well, that's like our train. It goes straight through downtown, all the sky rises. Actually, both trains, like the city transit, is that frozen? City transit and like the whatever train, cross-country train goes through downtown as well.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
That's nice. My camera. Let's see. Accidentally unplugged it. I went too far and it yanked my cable out.
Oh,
Greg, the IT guy, will help you fix it.
Well, like that. I like that kind of greebling there, Greg. That's pretty cool.
yeah. It's
Is that meant to be laid down or stood up as a wall? That's cool both ways.
no. I think it's gonna be once it's done, it's all laid down. So it's kind of sitting like that. 'Cause I think this is where there's a. Where is it?
Could I bug you to show me the back real quick? Okay. That would be a crazy cool looking wall.
Oh yeah,
Wow. Nice.
yeah. But I mean, like, if this was even just a wall like this,
Yeah. Yeah.
like either in like any type of I don't know, card or whatever else.
Gives me ideas for industrial buildings and stuff. Awesome. Thank you.
Yeah, Rob's comment there. Feels like the city was built out around the train station. Exactly, that's what I was going for.
Yeah, because I think we were kind of talking about that. Oop, Daryl disappeared.
He probably has
There's-
Not letting me switch my camera is the problem, so I'm just going to have to give up on it. I'm going to have to go into my settings, I think, to reinitialize it.
We talked about the new Lego sets people want. What about those BrickLink designer sets? I'm sure it's a dead horse that's been beaten, but
So I have the bowling alley, hopefully on the way to me in August.
yep. Nice.
I was thinking about the windmill, but I never pulled the trigger on that one.
Ditto. I was looking at that windmill, and it was either the windmill or the bowling alley, but I'd heard I'm a city guy, and that windmill was like an open back. So
Right. I mean, I was thinking about it in the aspect of I do want to do the whole medieval layout like you've been doing, Mark, with your whole pirate/castle thing going on.
don't do it, Matt. It's a can of worms.
I need to grow my experience though. I'm just so used to doing city. I've got to try doing some other stuff, and I really want to get into that.
True.
I think that'd be a great place to go with it.
I think I got my stuff situated back. I can't switch over to the other camera anymore, though. I got to do something in my system, and it's like, screw it. We'll just ignore it now. But I agree with you, Kevin. You're absolutely right. You know you've done too much building or a lot of building when your fingers are sore.
I've never crossed that threshold myself. That's a whole new experience in life.
No?
Yeah, I don't think I've dealt with that.
Any of you guys play musical instruments?
No, unfortunately, I've never had the experience.
Only when I was in school. I wish I learned something after, but nope.
Well, I should correct my statement. 6th grade, they did have all of us playing those little wooden recorder things, like the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did that. Yep.
That was it, though, for me.
I was going to say, you know, you've done too much Lego building when your fingers feel like you played your guitar for too long. but if nobody's been playing any instruments, I guess you wouldn't know what that feeling is.
Damn.
Oh, Miss Bricks is kind of funny.
What? Oh, wow. Wow.
That's not happening, Lee. That castle with medieval layout is going to go in the space underneath my table.
You know, honestly, I kind of agree with her, Matt. If you are looking for, you know, I would happily put the monorail system in my city if you are wanting rid of it.
You guys are funny.
Actually, because of you, I bought a monorail. I just need to put it together.
Oh, dude,
I'm gonna add more.
I know you're loving the 9-volt trains and all that stuff, and that's awesome because you got the space. Because I don't, at least for what I want to do. The monorail is just my pride and joy, and I love seeing that thing in action.
Lego in motion.
How many sig figs, though, Matt, can you say have ridden the top of that monorail?
Just one, that crazy son of a gun that's on stream with us here.
He must have, I should say, challenged you to do something. So you did it?
No, he sent me his Greg did. He sent me his figure. I forgot the circumstances, but I got it maybe with a bit of bricks he sent me.
It was
I took his figure and put it on top of the monorail train and sent it around a little bit. Little Greg having a bit of fun in the city.
He made it all the way around.
He did.
Nice. Nothing.
Take care, Kevin. Have a good one, buddy.
See you, Kevin.
Later.
Cheers, Kevin. Stay warm.
Can't blame her for trying. I'm with her.
No, I get it.
Once again, she's on it, eh? Till next time, man. Till next time.
Hey, there are a lot of people that have so many more amazing things in their cities than I do. I mean, both Mark and Daryl have fantastic stuff with what they've done in more space than I do, of course. But I have one thing that can attract some viewers, and that's a monorail.
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 That's a good monorail. How fast can you get that monorail going?
Unfortunately, not very fast.
That's funny. It's
And
good thing about Lego so much.
If I can reach in here without knocking everything over.
Now the monorail, it is battery only, correct?
Not trying to go very fast.
Oh, I bet you I could make it go faster.
Well, if I was an electrician, maybe I could too.
You know what, Matt? Why don't you send me that and I'll work on it for you?
That's actually my spare one in case the other one I have dies.
Well, see, you don't need it then. That's what I'm hearing.
Monorail's running.
Okay, so that's what I'm hearing. Is it's not you don't need it.
It makes me smile just looking at it sitting here.
Yeah, but you don't need it.
I don't know. I might. It might be that my other one suddenly dies tomorrow.
But it's
My other one. You got two.
That's why I said you don't need it.
That's out the bag now. Double monorail. It's coming. It's coming. I can feel it.
If I actually set it up so I could have the entire system on an actual circle and not bouncing back and forth, I could do two of them.
Have them running around. Different
bouncing back and forth.
Is that just more track you'd need, or what?
I'd have to do it so that it crosses my walking hole to get into the space at the moment.
Oh, I gotcha.
And where I have it currently ending, and which is it's actually ending in one portion, like in the closet of that bedroom, which is like further out than where it would be otherwise for me to kind of connect them in a circle. I'd have to rearrange everything to make it work. Maybe future city builds though.
Yeah, there's stuff like that I'd do, but I wouldn't be doing it unless I ripped everything apart. I hear you. Major changes.
When you dual motor and monorail, with these guys, probably not, unless you don't want to use the stoppers on the ends of the monorail track, because these little notches on both sides of the motor pop in and out, and that's what changes the direction.
That's what I always wondered what it was that changed the direction.
So if it's popped in one way, it's going to go this way. If it's popped in completely the other way, it's going to go the other way. When they're centered out like this, that's when it actually stops.
Okay. So I need to get mine out and play with it just so I can learn about it.
So at best, if you had two motors, you'd have to rig it up so that when one of those pops, it pop in both of them.
Yeah, which could be kind of challenging for sure.
No, you should just be able to make a dual linkage system. Think like a car, like a carburetor, because like a triple throw Weber or something. You know what I mean? It's all connected by one piece of linkage.
Oh yeah, that would work. Yeah, you hit one.
And if you could put them on one carriage, so to say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Without that,
I mean, it would still take some finagling. Don't get me wrong, but I don't think it'd be that hard to kind of figure out if you once you played with it. But the question would really be, would you get a benefit in speed from doing all that?
With how these work, probably nothing significant, to be honest.
And then you don't get a backup motor.
Everything is powering that tiny gear that you guys see at the bottom right there. That's what's actually rotating on the track.
Okay.
And that doesn't move very fast.
Here, we'll pop you up there. There you go.
Yeah. That little thing right there is what's actually turning and pulling it up and down the track.
Looks like it's what, a 12-tooth gear or something like that.
Yeah.
So what, a smaller gear with more teeth, or you'd have to send it to Daryl?
That's where I was kind of figuring Daryl was trying to go with it. Hey, there's a linkage system you could build. Like, Matt, just send it to him. He'll make it, design it for you.
Hey, Greg gets it.
I spend $85 to buy it.
Well, I'm trying to. You got me curious now. I'm wondering.
Oh, Daryl's refocusing.
I mean, I think we can issue the challenge to Daryl to say, "Hey, you can Bevinize the monorail."
See, now I thought this ran this way. So if it's pushing, I mean, is that how it runs?
Yeah, I mean, they've got special track pieces that have a little knob on the side you can turn that pushes pieces in and out, and when it hits that, it pushes those little knobs in, depending on what you have it set to. If you don't use those special track pieces, you just have it going in a circle constantly, it doesn't matter.
I'm trying to find those special pieces.
I think I may have one sitting on my build table or my center table that we use.
Everything I have is either straights or curves or the like dipped. Is it a special? Oh, okay, I see it. I see what it is now.
Yeah, this guy right here.
Well, really, you wouldn't even need a dual linkage assembly then. All you'd need is a couple of these to be perfectly spaced out from when that would actually pass it. You know what I mean? So you'd have to have a train built so that way they would, if you had dual motors, it would hit that track piece at the same time. But like I said, I really wonder if it would be beneficial, is my question.
I mean, for me with my current setup, it's not worth trying to figure any of that out. It works just good enough for me at this point. I'm very happy with it.
Yeah, you don't want it blasting around either, I guess, and you can't see it as much, can't video it as much.
Yeah.
Right.
It goes in a nice clip, I think, for what I want. It feels kind of like, like a Disney World monorail. That's what I always viewed it as.
Would be popular, I agree.
Lego monorail is something that I think LJ was saying if they reintroduced it, he thinks it would be popular. And yes, I think it would be
fantastic.
madly popular.
Another one.
But, and I know I think we actually had this discussion quite a few times. Part of the problem with Lego and why they won't make a monorail, I know we've already kind of discussed it a few times and different times, but it's because this piece, and to me, I don't see why they just don't shrink it down, but it's bigger than what they can do. So my understanding of it is Lego never actually made the actual monorail track. It was something that was outsourced to a outside company, and that's part of the reason why they stopped doing the monorail system, because they wanted to get it in-house. At least that was kind of my understanding of it. I don't know if that's 100% accurate or not, though.
It wasn't the thought too that any of the track, that the molds for the track were all supposedly destroyed. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's what I've heard anyway. Which I think that was just really crappy of them to do.
They make $4 billion a year. Make some new mold. Hurry up.
Imagine all the folks that were younger at that point when I was out there. That was 91, 92, whatever, when I was 11 or 12 in my case. Imagine all the folks that have grown up in the 20, 25, 30 years since then that would just go out and buy those sets in a heartbeat. They could make so much bank on it.
It makes you wonder why they won't, I can guarantee
a lot of that stuff.
Go ahead, Macro.
Sorry, I was going to say a lot of that stuff would be interesting to be a fly on the wall and just hear what the reasoning is on why they do or don't do stuff in their boardrooms.
Mm-hmm.
My kind of half thought on it is that some of it, they're chasing a lot of the license stuff. They're seeing a lot of money coming off the license stuff, and they're going, oh, we'll just keep focusing on the license stuff instead of trying to do some other new product development.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate in my opinion.
It is. But I have to say I do agree with them that they are making so much money on the licensings that it's like, why deter from that?
Yeah, I certainly understand the business aspect.
So we're not going to get nothing good, is what you're saying. Nothing.
But I also wonder this too, though. I mean, if they're really making that much off the licensing, or is it because we all know, supposedly anyway, the way that I was explained to me, supposedly they make less on the license stuff because they have to pay for the licensing, which we all know they just anyway. And so is that just another game for them to make more money, or is it actually more expensive to them to do the licensing? Because they sure do focus the heck out of it.
They could probably, I mean, I don't know. It may be like what is it that those loss leader type things, right? Like, hey, it's some of these sets are loss leaders. Hey, we've got the big name brand, right? We've got from a marketing perspective, Marvel, Star Wars, some of the DC stuff. But then if you flip it around, right? Well, hey, wait, I'm here and I'm looking at some of those types of sets, or even some of the like the Friends apartment stuff, right?
Mhm.
But then people start looking like, hey, the actual Friends line. Okay, minus the mini dolls, the amount of actual cool pieces and everything else that are there, like, hey, that's potentially pulling some people in or doing some other cool type stuff because there's a lot of cool parts there.
And that, to me, that's. I know I had this discussion with somebody. Well, actually, I want to say we discussed this even on Yetis last night. But for any of those that have seen, to me, all the new city stuff that they're coming out with, man,
Jeez.
it's to me, it's garbage. I mean, just to be blunt about it, it's garbage. They're focusing, in my opinion, anyway. So I shouldn't say it's garbage. It's not what it used to be, I guess would be a more polite way of saying it. But I feel like they're focusing more on the 4-year-old, 6, 7-year-old with that category now, and that's why it's getting worse and worse. Where yet it's funny because they say that Friends is for little kids as well, but yet it's still extremely detailed. And then the color options that you get in the Friends sets, it's just freaking amazing. I mean, they've really come a long way with what they offer in these Friends sets, like you said, except the minifigs. The minifigs I don't like at all. I don't know why they felt the need to make a specific minifig for a different theme, but the parts are still cool. So that's the big thing.
Now, Friends gets a lot of unnecessary hate.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
I mean, take a look at the 2022 Friends sets that are coming out. They've got that. I can't think of the name of it. But it's almost like the assembly square.
Yeah, the Main Street. That's amazing for a Friends line set. It really is.
And that treehouse is coming too.
Yeah.
They've really been stepping up the Friends stuff a lot.
And that the Friends Main Street is actually kind of modular too. You can rearrange the buildings and they click in different directions and stuff.
That's pretty cool.
It's amazing that they did that with a Friends set.
Promotes buying more than one set. That's what I like. I was kind of wondering what their life story.
I'm sorry.
If you want to cut anyone off, I was going to say I was kind of wondering with their licensing, not to jump back to that too much, but if it's like the dime a dozen cars where it might be more expensive per set, say $10, whatever number you want to put on it, but maybe they're moving that many thousands more of them because of the license. So it's still making them X amount more money, but they're having to move X amount more sets. And the name of it, Star Wars, might be doing that for them.
Well, see, that's what kills me, though, because if you look at that's why I find it hard to believe that necessarily they're selling more of certain lines or whatever. Prime example is typically Star Wars. You will find those on clearance. I don't care what set it is. Every single year you find them on clearance. And to me, if it's getting clearance, it's because they're just not selling. That or they're just mass producing so many of them that they can say heck with it and clearance them out like that. But the same thing can be said with Friends. I love the Friends line because they're already, in my opinion, a really good deal. But if you give it a few, months or whatever after they release something, typically you're going to get most of your Friends cents for like 30 to 40% off.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree. One of the people just commented, Jeffrey Koenig, was saying that he feels a lot of the hate that the Friends sets gets is quite simply just because of the minifigs. And I definitely agree with that because the minifigs are garbage.
Yeah, I would agree with that too. They could have made something that was more compatible with regular minifigs, but they did a different route.
Yeah. I just give them away, to be honest.
Well, I used to always buy a lot of those just for the fact that I'd give them to my daughter, but she doesn't play with Lego anymore, though, so now I don't have anybody to give them to.
Yeah, my younger daughter has the Friends Grand Hotel. I got it behind me somewhere. But
Is
that
it a
one,
purple one?
what's that?
Is it a purple one?
Yeah, there's purple in there.
Yeah.
Yes, there's purple in there. Um,
Oh, sure.
but the what's that?
Nothing. Sorry, my bad.
No, I didn't hear you. That one's got a working elevator. Like if you look at some of the other sets that are around right now, there's not many that actually have like an actual working elevator. Minus the which one's got an elevator from a Star Wars set recently? It's one of the Force Awakens sets. I got it. Just yeah, I thought it looked cool, but yeah, it's like a half broken up ATST. But that's got like a little elevator set up too. That's going to get farted out very soon.
Get the Main Street set and the Treehouse set coming out in January. Both have a working kind of elevator. In those
No
sets.
kidding.
Wow. See, that's
Yeah.
complex. It's getting complex.
And yet the hotel modular set does not.
Yeah,
And then
weird.
and you would think of any set that would be the set that would have the working elevator.
It's a little amusing.
Miss Bricks, I completely agree with you on that city crane.
Yeah.
That
Oh, the
thing
blue and yellow. Yeah, that's a nice one. That definitely harkens back to 80s kind of styles as well.
It's a must-have.
Nice. We just got an update on the Cajun Yeti. He's at 444.
Cajun
guys.
Betty.
The Cajun Betty. I like that. I'm going to use that when I get back on a stream later.
He's already called himself that, so I'm not stepping out of line.
Now he has to prove himself that
Cajun
way.
Betty. I like it. And I just
So
want
if you
to
see him tonight, just
Oh, go ahead.
if you see him tonight, just show up and be like, "Hey, Cajun Betty, how's it going?"
I was just going to say one more time, feel free to announce your guys' channels. I mean, that's part of the reason why I had you on here, so you can talk about your channels and try and get a little bit more publicity for yourself, too, for anybody that doesn't know anything about you guys.
Go for it, Greg.
Oh, let me fix this. I want one of you guys go first. I got to concentrate.
Feel free to share your links, too, man. Don't be shy.
Go ahead, Mark.
Sorry, I was just opening up some bags. Building random builds, that's what I do. Random builds on the channel. Lots of mocks, definitely big city and anything that has to do with the big city. And I'm just here to more hang out and get the vibes from people, learn about random techniques, such as just stuff in life and in Lego in general. So appreciate it. People learn about random.
Yeah, I'm actually going to go ahead and paste my YouTube channel into the chat here.
Yeah, you're good with that. I'm good with that.
There it is. So I tend to focus on city stuff and in particular doing mocks. That's kind of my bread and butter. But yeah, it'd be great to have some folks take a look at my stuff. It is kind of a little niche in the community, doing mocks more than anything else. I do want to branch out and do some other stuff eventually with, like I said, castle, medieval stuff. We'll see what happens there. Also, Instagram of the same name, Brooks. I post a lot of pictures and stuff there as well.
All right, I'm trying to get my why is stuff not?
Oh, but I will not. I just hit 500 subs today, so I'm probably going to do like an 8-hour live stream to celebrate, which will be a long one for me.
A 24-hour live stream sounds amazing.
And I'll fall asleep after like the first hour or so.
All right, let's make sure that.
As long as you
All
fall
right.
asleep for like 4 hours, 23 minutes, and 17 seconds, it's all good.
You got that timing down perfect, don't you?
That's strangely specific.
All right, so I am. Wait, before I go, Matt, you got to go look at what Miss Bricks just wrote.
I see what she said. She is really sassy today between all these streams that she's on.
Really, Miss Bricks. I think that maybe we could do because I did it for the Cajun Yeti. Why don't we do a call of action for Brooks Bricks if he's willing to wear a dress, and we'll get him to 1,000.
Oh, you guys are funny.
It wasn't my idea. I'm just saying what Miss Bricks was, implementing. I'm just trying to help you out, Matt. That's all I'm doing.
I'm not sure I'm prepared to go that far.
Right on, get the brick.
So I just posted my YouTube link, and I'm on Instagram as well. My content is very glacial in arriving onto the scene.
Glacial, I like that.
I like that. Yes.
It's very true, though.
It is. But yeah, it's I'm slowly starting to do some my mock reviews and stuff, and just slowly getting out there. And yeah, no dresses for me to get past, like, say, 30. So
No, maybe I'll make the dress like a 10,000 sub kind of thing. It's gonna be something big. And all I have to do is see what effect Daryl had on Yeti's subscriptions today, and be like, yeah.
yeah.
Hey, all he had to do was be willing to wear a dress. I don't think that's that big of a request.
The fact that he already puts on a blonde wig in his streams freely tells me he's pretty open to it.
I thought it was a great idea.
No shame, no shame.
He apparently he did not realize the following that you have, Daryl.
Well, I told him because he was saying all that last night, and I said, "Man, I'll have you to that by Monday." He's all, "No way," and I'm like, "Dude."
I told him the end of today.
You told him what? I'm sorry.
I told him the end of today.
I mean, he's already up in the mid 4s. I mean, he's going to be there within hours.
I wouldn't be surprised. I was honestly shocked that he was getting as many as he was from my call to action video, as I called it.
There, I was out shopping when that dropped. I was like, oh.
Yeah, I missed the whole conversation last night, so I didn't know that whole thing had happened. And then I saw Daryl's video. I'm like, wow.
Like I said, I was on his stream last night. We were just talking and having a good time. I was on until like 1:30 in the morning, I think.
So I think Rob has issued a challenge to you, Daryl.
What's that? No, I do not. That was not part of the deal.
It's a breach of contract. I'm out.
Thanks, Brick Sergeant. Yeah, Yeti was getting all agitated because people were like, okay, now you got to do this. No, that wasn't part of the original thing. Well, no, this is what we're talking about. And
he's got a good attitude about it though. He loves to have fun.
It's hilarious that he's in on it.
Oh yeah. How far are you into the corner garage, Daryl?
I am on bag 4, so I got 5 and 6 to go. So I am, just to show you, I got this much already done.
Nice.
Yeah.
And I am currently halfway through the second floor.
Oh yeah, that's the the veterinarian office?
Yep.
Yeah.
Get the brick. The bikini was hilarious. Yeah, he shot that one down pretty damn quickly.
Oh yeah, he said, "There ain't no way."
I didn't like Miss Bricks' idea of the strapless bikini.
What I told him is I'm like, you don't have to go feminine for the bikini, but we could get you to wear a Speedo.
I mean, that's a valid point too.
So then it's still manly, even if it is a Speedo.
I saw a number of folks wearing those when I was on vacation in the Virgin Islands a month or two ago.
Speedos?
Yeah.
Yeah, most people that are wearing them shouldn't be either.
Yeah, there'll be a few. I'm like, really?
It's like, wow, dude. Did you look in a mirror before you walked out onto the beach today? Because I'm thinking that's a big no.
Yeah, or why'd they pick out the skimpiest Speedo of their whole collection to bring, right?
Right.
Get some more fabric at least.
Now maybe we could get Mark to do a Speedo for 1,000 subs.
No.
No. That was a quick response. Just flat out no.
That's because he's almost there. He'd have to do it.
I got other antics I think I'd rather pursue than dropping a
Cross-dressing.
Speedo. I don't know what I'd do, but a Speedo would not be one of them.
No, I'm with you.
I mean, I could delete the video, but the screenshots are there for life.
Yeah, that's exactly the point. Like, I don't need somebody catching me on stream and then circulating at work. I'd never hear the end of it.
Yeah.
Thing you know, you're on vacation and you're like the advertisement on the billboard or something. How did I end up here?
Oh, that was like what, European Vacation?
Yeah, I think that's what it was from. That's a good point. It's funny.
Wasn't it like an STD commercial or something from the billboard?
I think it was, maybe.
I'm feeling like it was an STD commercial.
You know, Kevin, you walked in at a good time. It's all good.
It's a man team.
I mean, if Sacha Baron Cohen can pull it off with Borat, I mean, a lot of people could.
No, not the Speedo.
Kevin says he came in at the wrong time with you guys talking about Speedos.
It is an awkward conversation. Walk into a room full of guys talking about Speedos.
Definitely concur.
And all driven by Yeti and getting 500 subs.
He's got it. He's going to be there tonight. I'm with Martin on that.
It's always a gut busting time. So I think, especially if you got to wear a dress for 24 hours, I think there's going to be a lot of gut busting moments on that.
Oh, you think? He's gonna get it.
Yeti, don't drop a piece down.
So right now he's at 446.
Nice. He's going to be there very soon.
He will be there within hours. There's no question about that.
I like it. I love it. That's clear. That's classic. I know he regrets saying anything about that in front of me.
Oh, Miss Cajun Yeti just dropped in 446.
Nice.
Yeah.
Numbers are rising.
He didn't get the time to prepare. He knew it was going to happen, but he's preparing for it in his mind. And this time it just kind of like, boom, it showed up now.
So my question is, Miss Cajun Yeti, are you going to be the one that selects his particular outfit?
Her and Captain Zan, I think. That's funny. Can I recommend the opposite of the Speedo conversation? Less material. The less material, the better.
Oh, now you're going to
start working part in this thing and all.
It's all in good fun.
Oh, I've got that one. It's sitting on my shelf, Greg.
What's that? Oh, that friend set?
Yeah.
I think I'm just gonna start parting it out.
That's a last year set, isn't it?
Sure. I think so.
The thing I love about like a lot of the different friends set is a lot of the different window stickers and stuff they come up with for them, because man, you can use them in a lot of different ways.
Yeah, I picked this up deliberately just for a future build of some kind, some mock where I could use all of the parts.
Looks like one of the, because I did the same thing. I think I got like 5 of them. It was Stephanie's house or something like that, I think it was called.
Oh, and yeah, you talked about that one of your set to mocks, yeah.
Those are all they're official printed window pieces, and that's why I was like, wow. And I picked them up for like $30 a piece, and it was half off sale. I was just like, oh, I gotta have those.
Absolutely, good stuff. Brick Sergeant, it's almost getting a dress season.
Poor Yeti. Poor Yeti.
Yeti is going to quickly become very infamous.
He is.
Yes, he is. I'm happy I could have helped.
Don't think
Hashtag-
you expect that at all.
Yeah. Hashtag YouTube tactics.
Well, he wanted numbers. He's getting them.
Mm-hmm. Microfish, do you guys have any of the Ninjago City sets?
I have them all. Yes.
Yeah. One of my big.
Yeah, I do not, but I'm hoping to pick up Ninjago Gardens either early next year is my goal before it retires for sure.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't have any.
Two of those new Monkey Kid sets and mash them together and put them into like, your Ninjago City.
You talking about the one with that little monorail thing going around it? That
Yeah.
set looks freaking amazing, man. I definitely want some of those because that will so jive with Ninjago.
Yeah. It gets
Mark,
like
are you gonna kind of go back to your Ninjago district as you finish up the castle mocking?
That castle mock, I opened up a can of worms. I think it's just going to get damn bigger. But once I finish that raised area, I'm going to go hard into that Ninjago because since I pulled it apart to add the city gardens, it's never really been as filled in or the same. So I really want to get in there.
Nice.
My thought with my city, anyway, is I was going to try and use
I saw that correct.
Ninjago sets as like an island. I was going to make an island of nothing but just so it's like you can leave my city and you're going over to visit Japan or something. That's kind of
Nice.
You know how I imagined it.
Nice. When I see Ninjago, especially with that Welcome to Apocalypseburg, the Kowloon walled city that used to be in China is what I want to kind of fill it in as.
That would be sweet.
Oh, that's
Yeah, definitely.
Densely populated, barely move around.
That is what I picture when I picture China. That is exactly how I picture it. So it's suiting for it. Or not China, Japan. Well, certain parts of China, Japan is what I was actually thinking of.
I wanted to put city gardens into my actual Chinatown space, but I just don't have the room without taking a lot of other stuff out.
Well, Matt, all you got to do is just send me your monorail, and you'll have all kinds of.
Nonchalantly too, right?
Yeah.
Drop it in there.
Ideas.
Just send me that monorail. I'll fill you up some room.
I'm not sure that would really give up a lot of space though, because the track is very small, especially compared to regular trains.
There's only one way to find out.
It's not going to be today or tomorrow or anytime soon.
Well, either way, there'll be a spot waiting on my table for whenever you're ready to send it, and we will take care of it for you. You're welcome in advance, by the way.
Right.
Speaking of which, man, is that something you always had in your collection? Did you go find that in a recent store? Did you like, hey, I want a monorail, and you went out of your way and just grabbed a monorail?
So in my case, it was in my childhood years. I had a friend that had the airport shuttle. I never was lucky enough to get one myself, but I thought it was amazing, as I'm sure many people did. When I got back into Lego and started setting up a city as an adult, I told myself that the centerpiece of that was going to be a monorail. As we all know, track is very expensive. I mean, all the components are expensive for it. I started getting a couple pieces, but I was like, this is going to take me forever. And I started looking around to figure out what I can do. And at least in my case, I have a friend that started doing some track pieces for me. I mean, they're not perfect by any means, but they work for me, and that's what's allowed me to do it. I know that you can get some stuff off of some folks who do stuff based on 4D bricks, I believe. Has done some monorail track as well. But I mean, without me having access through a friend, I wouldn't have what I do currently at this point. That's the only reason why I really do. It's because I'm kind of using non-standard stuff.
I got you. Okay.
Although these pieces we were
Worth it.
talking about earlier, these and curves I do have are actually regular Lego monorail track, but the straights are printed track.
Didn't those come in like pretty much every single monorail track? At least 2 of those.
The stoppers, I believe they did. Yeah. Like I picked up like 3 of these on a BrickLink store at one point, and I've got a couple of. I've got like 4 or 5 curved pieces.
What up, Cliff?
Cliffy.
Hey, Cliff dropping in here, huh?
He wants to know when you're going to do your 48-hour live stream there, Macro.
When? Well, that's not for me to decide. I don't have the power to control when. That's for the viewers. That's for the hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of unsubscribed subscribers to decide.
All you have to do is make a deal with Daryl, and we'll make a call to action.
Apparently, that's all it takes.
Takes
Deal
Daryl
with
to do
deal with the devil, however you want to persuade it. But
the call to action video goes out.
Definitely does not involve my skinny, hairy chicken legs getting into a Speedo.
Oh, so disappointing.
see, Matt wants to see it, so it would make for good video
I
there.
think it'd be so entertaining.
Wants to see it. Wants to see it.
Tell me Mrs. Macro wouldn't be entertained by that?
Yeah, but the thing is, she doesn't have to see 1,000 subs to get that action.
They're
all she
asking
just has to say is put on a Speedo.
They're asking if you're willing to get an address there, Mark.
No. Actually, depends what kind of dress. I'd put a dress on. That's pretty easy to do. I got lots of dresses that don't look too bad. I mean, my wife has lots of dresses that don't look too bad.
I think Mark did something live here.
I'm thinking we heard it right the first time, Macro. That's okay. We
Only
understand.
on the weekends. Hey, girl. Hey.
I'm not here to judge.
No, absolutely not. I mean, you did say you went to a Christmas party the other day, right, Mark?
Yeah, I sure did.
Looking all
Not in a
fancy.
dress. Not in a dress.
Uh-oh. Cliffy's trying to get a new hashtag going. Macro in a dress.
Oh, mini skirt.
Oh,
I'll wear a tuxedo. I'll wear a suit.
Miss Brick says a mini skirt strapless top and 6-inch heels for Macro.
wow.
And then it's going to be 6-inch heels with a goldfish in them. And then it's going to be, I need some glitter in my eye or under my eyes.
I have
Well,
never
glitter
seen
in
this
your
far.
eyes. Usually at the end of the night.
Yeah. I've seen how this ball starts to roll. I'm out.
Wise decision. Peer pressure, Mark. Peer pressure. Don't give in.
Steve has a good point. Under other circumstances, I might have already agreed to all this. So,
What were these other circumstances?
depends how many beers I've had in me on stream. Generally,
Hey,
What
Kyle.
What is the magic number for number of beers for you to be silly?
to be silly, I don't know. Usually, 8. But to actually get the job done, I don't know if I can drink beer to get the job done. Usually, you got to switch to something harder, which this ends all bad for me. I got a virtual newsreel I'll send you, Daryl. You will pee your pants laughing.
I'll have to check that out.
Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go find it right now.
I will say I don't drink beer. I never acquired the taste for it. I do only hard drinks, but it won't take much for me. It would be like probably 3 or 4 tops, and I'm on my ass.
I have not. I'm with you. I am not a beer drinker at all. I just, like all my friends always said to me, well, you just got to keep drinking it and you'll acquire it. It's like, I don't want to have to drink something I have to acquire the flavor for. If I don't like it when I drink it, I'm not drinking it. So I never acquired it.
I heard that too, and I'll said it again. Beer's an acquired taste. You might as well acquire a taste for cheap beer.
Yeah, I agree.
It all tastes like crap. It doesn't matter what alcohol, unless you mix it with like fruit and ice and stuff. It all tastes like crap.
And that's what I personally, when I'm drinking, that is what I drink. Everybody always likes to call them sissy drinks. I like my my orange juice or whatever.
I'll do the screwdriver and the Jack and Coke. Those are my go-tos. But once I'm out of it, then it goes down easy. I'm like, okay, I'll do a shot. I don't care.
Yeah. But after a while, like now, shouldn't say this, but even tequila, it doesn't have the same bite like you would with the salt and the lime or lemon. It's just gone.
You put the lime in the coconut.
Getting too used to it.
It depends on the tequila though, man. Because some tequila, it's like, it's to kill you. I mean, some of that shit's so harsh. It's just, woo, I don't want any of it at all. But some of it's really smooth and it goes down real easy.
Yeah.
How much of a weakling I am because I don't drink very often. When we took our trip back in October, my parents and I and our family friend that was with us, we went over to a place called Diamonds International on one of the islands.
Mm-hmm.
And my stepfather has some VIP status with them because he's purchased them quite a bit of jewelry over the years. So they escort you into this nice little back room and they offer you drinks. I'm like, okay, let's take a Coke. It's like 11:30 in the morning at that point. They bring over a rum and Coke, which I'm pretty sure was rum with a splash of Coke just to give it the color. And I hadn't eaten or anything by this point. It's like 11:30 in the morning. I'm drinking this and I'm like, I'm already feeling kind of woozy off of one drink at 11:30 in the morning. I'm like, damn.
So you're a lightweight, it's what I hear.
Yeah, I fully admit that. Yeah, because it's been a while since I've actually had very much to drink. So I was definitely a lightweight in that case.
That's okay. I can't talk, man. Because I have a determined set that I'm allowed to have. And if I have more than 3, I'm throwing up. And that's why I won't do it. So I'm a lightweight. It's not that I'm drunk when I'm doing it, because I can be stone cold sober even after drinking. But for whatever reason, my stomach just can't handle it. And after 3, I'm barfing.
Mm-hmm.
No fun.
Made a big mistake in my college years where a couple of friends and I decided to combine like 3 or 4 different kinds of alcohol together.
Oh.
And we did like 3 or 4 of those, and yeah, we regretted that the next morning. Let me tell you.
Well, that's called a what the heck? The tea drink. Long Island iced tea. You would come
drink it, Bill. It's be responsible.
Yeah, definitely not. Yeah, Kyle, it was actually right around my 21st birthday when we did this. Actually, it was pretty bad.
And my 21st birthday was a trip to Vegas. Woo! That's all I'm going to say.
Hey, somebody else just dropped in the chat. 447.
Oh, moving on up.
Is Chicken Baby scared?
Oh. Oh. Damn.
Chicken Baby scared.
As they say, the gauntlet has been thrown.
The gauntlet has been thrown. Yes.
Oh, it's been dropped. No question. 53 cents left.
Now he just has to live up to his expectations.
Hey, Matt.
Miss Brooks, I haven't had my 21st yet. Never ask a lady her age, right?
Exactly.
Ooh, never mind that Jaeger, man. That stuff is harsh. Oof.
Oh, Jägermeister? No.
Yeah, I don't like Jaeger.
I tried that once. Like, no, never again.
Oh, I've had it more than once, but it's the hangover I generally get from Jaeger. I'm good. No more Jaeger for me. I'd rather have just give me some Southern or some Absolute or some tequila and leave me alone.
Kalen Stone. Need to get a shot. Need to get a shot or two of moose tongue. It's a mix of a little bit of the bottom of the bottles behind the bar when there's not enough regular shot.
Ooh.
Dude, I've never heard of that. Moose tongue.
That's a new one.
Yeah, nope.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's a hard pass.
Rick Sargent calling out Yeti. It's close to dress time for you.
I'm gonna have to go back and harass him here in a little bit.
You know, Rick Sargent's kind of sassy today too. He's like Lee, Miss Brooks with her sassiness.
Well, sassy's always a good thing.
I was gonna say, I think he's hit everybody today.
Nothing wrong with a little sassiness.
What are you damning me for, Cajun Yeti? I was just reading what was said. That's all.
Omega Man says nothing beats a good scotch.
I'll agree with
My
that.
father's a Scotch drinker.
I've never, as I say, I have had scotch, but I've never been one to go out and search for it. I generally stick with my traditional, the three I just said: tequila, Southern Comfort, or Absolute. Absolutely.
Screwdriver is a nice one for me to just relax. I did a couple of those when I was on vacation. So I'm relaxing.
What brand? What was that again?
Screwdriver, just vodka and orange juice.
Oh yeah, that's like my favorite. Vodka and orange juice or vodka and cranberry juice.
Yeah. It's just very simple and easy.
Yep. You want it stronger? Just put in a little bit more vodka. Want it a little weaker? Put in a little more orange juice.
You get the right bartender in the island, they'll give you vodka and a little bit of orange juice.
And
Yeah,
literally, I mean, it's like a small splash.
I've had that before, where it's just the orange juice is for color.
You got to keep track of those, or else it's a bad night. Or early night, I mean.
Very bad night. Yeah, they sneak up on you quick.
Yeti, 448 subs getting close. I'm running away.
Not even showing up to the altar.
Daryl, you may try to go over there later, and he's like, "Oh, I needed to end this stream early.
He's gonna be like, "Oh, I'm getting tired. I have to kill this now. Sorry, guys."
Sorry, guys, I gotta go to bed. My wife is calling, and
Now he's gonna ride it out till Sunday, till tomorrow at what, 9?
I don't know how he's doing it. Even 24 hours.
I don't know how he's still awake.
24 hours isn't too bad, actually. It's not too bad. You definitely got to condition yourself, I guess, but 48 hours is going to be questionable.
That's what I was going to say, though. He's like, because he's past 24. I think he's like over 30.
36-ish, yeah.
So he's been up for a while. I don't know how he's doing it.
Omega is 500 subs still a mankini. He is definitely a trooper, Miss Brooks. He absolutely is.
Well, you got to have some good song and dance and a set or two to build for sure, eh?
Yeah, he's being a good sport so far about it, anyway.
I give him credit. He definitely is.
He's having fun.
Good
Well, that's
laugh.
cool, Brick Sergeant.
Oh, yeah, Brick Sergeant with a $5 donation. You get a little sassy when you're lonely and bored.
That's my problem, eh?
Thank you so much, Brick Sargent. I appreciate that. That was awesome of you, my friend.
Oh, I gotta keep going with this. I haven't.
Steve, SRTV wife is calling. She wears the pants today.
Today?
Just today? Or every day?
I'll let my wife wear the pants every day. I don't want to put up with that kind of responsibility. It's too much work.
Oh. The women always wear the pants because they're the ones that controls who gets in them.
It's funny how society's somehow structured around that.
Yes, it is.
What the?
Steve, oh, Mrs. Yeti in the pants, Mr. Yeti in the dress.
It's a good one.
Yeah.
What is this?
That's cool to hear, Brick Sergeant. Makes the days go by, kill some time.
And all the fun people. Getting people to wear dresses for 500 subs.
Laughter's a good medicine. So you down, Matt? Did you say you're in for that, or
No.
Oh, did I just hear Matt wants a call to action? He's going to wear a dress?
Nope.
That's what I heard.
Maybe it's
no,
1,000.
500 subs?
No, he wants 1,000.
Do the dress. Do the dress.
Come on, Matt, just make a deal.
Nope. I learned my lesson from what's happened the last few hours.
Deal or no deal.
Deal with the devil.
How old are we? I am 48. I'll be 49 in 2 months. 3 months, excuse me.
I am 40, soon to be 41 in February.
I am 47.
Damn, I'm a spring chicken. I'm 38.
Damn,
Oh,
this
you-
kid hanging out with us.
You're the youngin.
I'm a young one.
I remember with 30s. I loved my 30s. I had so much more energy.
I think the 30s to 50s to me is like the best time of life that I'm going to be soaking up.
I feel like the 30s just like passed me by all the time. I'm like 40. Damn, where the hell did everything go?
Yeah, it went by too fast. Goes by quick when you're having fun, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, there's a lot of truth to that. But I would, my favorite age though was definitely my 30s. And like I said, it was more because of the amount of energy and just general feeling better health wise.
You're young enough to have fun, but you're old enough you can afford to pay for it.
Very true.
We got a few folks saying they're in their 50s in chat.
I like that. Miss Bricks, as her nana would say, as old as my tongue and a bit older than my teeth.
Clever.
I like my mother-in-law's phrase. Anytime somebody would ask her how old she was, she'd always added 10 years to her age. So if she was 55 and somebody asked her how old she was 65. And I asked her, why do you do that? And she said, well, I've never had anybody not give me a compliment after I tell them my age. So this way she's forcing a compliment.
That's a good one.
Boy, you really look good for 65. You know,
What do you think?
I completely agree with Steve's comment. SRTV might be 44, or in my case 40, but I definitely agree. I act like I'm like 13 years old.
well, I'd say we all are mentally. I mean, look what we're doing. Playing
Or
Lego.
the silly jokes, things like that too. But it's all good.
Okay. You're only as old as you think you are.
That's right.
Sure.
Very true.
Until your body starts creaking, and you're like, "Oh, damn, really?"
Yes, SRTV. Act like 13. Yes.
I might not be physically that age, but I definitely am mentally. But it's
Like
all
old.
a matter of perspective.
Mm-hmm.
Matt, did you just move to pure comment guy, or are you still building her all?
No, I think I finished building for the moment. I finished up with another little car.
6 years old again. I wish I had the responsibilities of a 6-year-old.
Yeah, no doubt.
Damn, Yeti's up to 450.
You
Nice.
hit 450?
450. Yep.
Nice.
Yeah, Greg, here's what I threw together while I've been on with everybody here this afternoon. More of an 80s style kind of thing, as I'm into that too.
Looks a little European.
Yeah, it could be. Kind of let the bricks talk to me a little bit, and this is where it led me. Using one of those old school 80s kind of chassis there, that yellow that you see.
Cool.
What's that, a full wide?
Yep, absolutely.
Here, hold on. I'll scooch you in. There we go.
How do I pronounce that? Microfiche?
Yeah.
I'm 54 and people at work said, you play with Lego? I'd be like, yeah, so?
Hey, Betty White's going to be 100, and she's going to play with Lego. That's illegal. You're only allowed to play with them up to 99.
Exactly. 99, you're done. What are you doing? Can't go on.
Very cool, Matt.
That is
Look good.
awesome.
Does it fit 2 minifigs in there?
It could.
One for sure.
Yeah, definitely one. If I take out this other little, like a backseat kind of piece, it could fit 2 in there.
Nice.
I'm very much a fan of the 4 wide for cars more than anything else. They're slightly bigger than 4 wide. And then trucks, I don't mind being 6 wide.
No, I am with you on that. My problem is I have this obsession with wanting every figure or most of my cars to be able to have 2 figs side by side. That's where my obsession is with the 6 wide.
Yeah.
I like the truck, Matt. You did.
Oh, yeah, this one here.
Yeah.
I did this during Yeti's stream earlier. Nice little pickup here with the balloon tires.
Yeah.
So it looks good.
That's on the traditional, more modern 4 wide chassis piece here.
I will say one thing is it's I didn't realize Greg was showing his stuff off.
Oh, yeah. No. I just brought it over because, Matt, this is the color you need to go with next on some accents, at least.
The perps.
The purple,
Never
man.
have that much purple, Greg.
Purple people eater.
Yeah. Then Matt said, build a purple truck.
Oh, yeah, I
Better.
get pink in
Build
there.
a purple car, and I did it.
Accents.
Here.
Say a buddy of mine used to have a monster Bronco, 70s Bronco. And it was plum crazy purple, and the thing was
Really?
freaking wicked. Yes, it had a 6-inch lift, and it was a monster truck.
Oh, that's nice.
Oh, thanks, Kevin. Appreciate that, buddy.
What made you want to get your Bronco, Daryl? Just childhood memories? Or you just like the vehicle in general, the new ones? Or?
I have always wanted a Jeep, and since they came out, but mind you, I'm a Ford guy. And when they finally announced they were going to come out with that Bronco, I thought, you know what, I've always wanted a Jeep, and that's the closest thing I can have to a Jeep now with a Ford. So I thought I'm going to get one.
Nice.
And then, as you know, they were so freaking difficult to find. So I was starting to give up, and I started looking at trucks. I was going to go buy an F-250. And while I was out test driving an F-250 that I was actually contemplating purchasing, when I got back from the test drive, the sales lady says, because I had left my name at a bunch of different dealers, but she says, didn't you tell me that you were interested in a Bronco? And I said, well, yeah, why? And I said, I would just finished driving the truck. And she said, well, we just had a couple Broncos offloaded off the trailer that we had orders for. And the guy that ordered one of them, he doesn't want it. So it's available if you're interested. And I'm like, you're kidding me. Where's the keys? I want to see it. So
Already half sold.
Long story short, I thought, holy crap, I'm not passing this up. And I bought it on the spot. I test drove it and came back and it said, here, $2,000 deposit, sign me up.
Nice. Nice.
You got to look at the timing there, that's for sure.
Yeah, it was because I didn't order it. And mind you, because I know a lot of people would not be happy. Mine's a manual.
That's the way to go for a vehicle like that, I think.
But even my current car, last 4 cars I've bought, I prefer a manual. To me, I've always had better luck with them. The transmissions last longer. I mean, it's just you don't have all the headaches with a manual as you do with an automatic. So that's why I prefer to buy those for me anyway. The wife, I get automatics, but that's because she can't drive a stick. But
So that way, I like manuals.
so most people would not have been interested in that Bronco, but to me personally, it being a manual made me more interested in it. And that's when I was like signing up. I want it.
That's awesome. How'd that work out for you?
That Bronco at least looks like the older school Broncos.
Yes.
That's the one thing that I'm annoyed with Ford on, because I had a Ranger XLT when I was younger.
Those were good trucks.
Yeah, but if you look at the Rangers now,
oh, the Rangers now they almost look like they basically just look like a miniature F-150.
Exactly. I'm like, that's not the Ranger that I like, nor would I want.
Doesn't bring back the nostalgia factor.
What I miss is I would love for them to come back out with the 80s Ranger, where like one of my first trucks that I had bought. I bought it used, but the first truck I ever had was an 86 Ford Ranger XLT, but it was a stick shift and it had a long bed. I mean, the bed on it for a Ranger anyway, it was long because it was 7.5 feet long or whatever the hell. And that thing, I had 320,000 miles on that when I got rid of it. I mean, it was just a beast. It had that 6-cylinder motor that Ford made and everything. And it was at the time that 6-cylinder, and I'm trying to remember, I think it was a 2.9 liter V6. But that motor just it shut. I mean, it just wouldn't die. And the only reason I got rid of it when the mileage that I had on it was because it would rotted so far because I had it for so long that every time it rained, just sitting still at a stoplight, it was raining on my lap because the windshield gasket and stuff was just so rotted out. It was like, okay, I got to get rid of this thing. But I loved that truck. But
that's the reason why a lot of people in New York State can't keep cars for years and years like that, because the salt that they put down on the roads where we are just roads cars like crazy.
So we have the same problem here in Michigan, but typically where I personally live, let me say that first, they don't really salt because where I'm at, I'm out in the sticks. If they salted, it would bring the deer to the road and we'd all end up hitting the deer. So, but once I get to the freeway, it's all salt. And then from the freeway all the way into work, it's salt because Detroit being the big city, they salt the daylights out of it. But I don't know if it's because most of my driving is out here in the country that none of my cars ever rot. But when I lived out in Wayne County, every car I ever had within 5 to 6 years started to fall apart with rust.
Well, they don't salt our roads out here.
Really? That's a good one.
Yeah, it is. They throw down like it's bigger than sand. It's bad for your windows. It's bigger than sand, but it's like these little tiny pebbles. And they just get trucks that go and spray the roads with that, and then they use I heard, I'm not 100% sure. I heard they use this calcium spray. So before it even snows, they'll spray the roads so that they don't ice up, like a proactive.
Yep. Nope, I know exactly what you're talking about. We use a lot of that kind of stuff at the airport on our service roads and stuff. And then we also even use
salt down where I am near Syracuse. Syracuse is known as the Salt City just because there's a ton of salt deposits in the area. And it's very accessible just to grab a bunch of that stuff and have it for putting on the roads.
Please, brine. I've heard that too. There you go. That's it. Yeah, the brine. Is that stupid beet brine I was thinking of?
Yeah. Some of it they use in beet, like a mixture of like beets or something like that.
That's what I thought it was a while ago. Kevin's in the know. He's in the same city. There's a lot of people from Calgary I'm finding out these last couple of weeks. Yeah,
it's weird how where a lot of people are that are showing up on streams and stuff. It's like upper Midwest, Northeast, right? Canada, in certain areas.
Skips a bit.
and then the deep south in the US.
Oh, don't forget some folks in the UK and then all the Aussies.
Oh yeah. Well, no, I said the Aussies. I forgot about the UK.
Doing good, BrickCool's doing good. Lots of people in Australia. It's packed over there too.
Yeah, before the last month or so, I didn't realize that there were so many folks in the community that were out of Australia. I'm like, wow.
Yeah, there's a ton of people on my channel and a lot of other channels that are all from Australia.
It's fantastic just to see folks from all over the world enjoying.
Well, what's neat is to kind of hear, what's popular there as far as Lego and what their prices are and all that good stuff too.
Speaking of the UK, a couple of folks are saying, "Hey," from the UK. Metro question, Gary Prosser.
It really does work, says Kevin. And it's good for the environment. I think that one of the reasons, again, I'm not 100% sure. I'm just talking crap. I'm sure I heard it in a newspaper or something. But I think they don't do the salt out here because the rivers run through our city and all the runoff and crap. Blah blah blah.
Yeah, some of it's depending on the mix. Like, because I know, like, we'll do around here. It's like a sand salt type mix, but they'll brine the main highways and stuff.
See, by me, it's just salt or sand, and then in the city, it's just big chunks of freaking salt. It's like rock salt.
Oh, yeah, I know what the sand. They don't use the sand here. I wish they did because it'd save our front of our cars and our windows. But they go street sweep, and I'm sure they recoup a bunch of that rock each year and reuse and all that stuff. It's a mad dash each year with the street cleaners coming out.
The problem with that, I would imagine, though, you probably get a lot of windshield chips, don't you?
Huge. The front of your vehicles get torn up unless you put that 3M tape on them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the front of your vehicles and hoods are just ratched.
Hey, we got Zabadoc in chat. What's up, Zabadoc?
Hey, Zaba.
US Green Champion. Champagne.
Greetings to the Netherlands, my friend.
Touching all corners of the world every weekend. It's fun.
It's definitely interesting, I have to say, to see how far of a reach you can get with YouTube. It's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
I've even learned through people in India that they can't even get Lego. Or if they do, it's like fortune expensive.
Ooh.
That's insane.
There's a couple different countries like that in the Mideast that can't get Lego at all. Unless, like you said, they import it.
Interesting. And how expensive is imports for something like is it that ridiculous? You can't even get a set?
From the way that they talk, I would say, yeah, it probably is pretty insane.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me one bit.
That's crazy. And that's just Lego. Could you imagine what food is, oil is, petrol?
No.
They're like at the mercy of the rest of the world.
Or at least your own government and their import standards and,
Yeah.
Oh, Matt's pulling out his Batmobile flying on.
Just to do the size comparison with with my other vehicles that I built today.
You're doing a size comparison? Are you guys measuring wieners?
I think it's just
we're offline backstage, quote unquote, with Taz earlier today after my stream, and I think he joked about that.
Yes.
Oh, I'm not going to even go there. I could drop dirty jokes.
We were, because Aussie Adams earlier, he had shown he had a wiener truck, hot dog truck. Set is what got that started.
Yeah, he's flashed the wiener a few times on streams, I've noted.
We started, well, weren't you on the stream when we were doing that last night, Macro? Talking about the wiener bun ratio and all that nonsense?
Yeah. I've never flashed the wiener yet, though. I was going to say, Matt, I've never drinking that much on stream. Yeah, we're joking about the wiener.
I think Adam has flashed the wiener a few times.
Oh, man.
Well, if I have, good on me, because those YouTube strikes haven't come my way yet, so I'm going to be doing something right.
No, you're doing good. I have no complaints.
That's funny.
Holy mackerel, we've been going 2 hours.
Are we been on for 2 hours?
Yeah, according
Nice.
to StreamYard, it's showing 159.
Yeah, counter says
crap, man.
159.
I'll drop a hair of a plug. Is that Ewok Village I'm getting excited to build. And bragging rights. Sorry.
What, the Ewok Village?
Yeah.
That I remember building that set. It was a blast.
Nice.
Oh,
Right.
can you flex? Oh, he's going to.
What are we flexing?
Oh,
Very
Ewok
cool.
Village. Nice.
Right at your eyesight too over your monitor. That's cool.
Yeah.
I like it. Now, what is? Because I have the one in the. Looks like you got additional stuff for your Ewok Village.
Oh yeah, I think I added a couple of extra stormtroopers. There's
I'm
a couple
talking
of
about
extra.
buildings. I only remember the 3 legs. You have a fourth one off to the side with a.
Oh yeah, no, these are all. That's all from the set.
I don't remember it being like that.
Yeah,
I need to get
There's
mine out of storage.
there's the 4 trees and then that little guy right there.
Okay, it's been a long time since I've messed with mine because I don't remember mine having all that.
Yeah.
That is really cool.
That's an
and then-
awesome set. And you combine that with that indoor set that they had, the indoor
Yeah.
bay.
Oh yeah, I wish I had that one.
Oh, you don't have that?
No.
That's an easy one to part out, believe it or not.
So is it?
Yeah,
Ooh.
I mean you might not have the figs, but you can actually do the build itself pretty easily.
Oh, I think if needed be, I could go find the figs. I've told Matt this. There's a third party place that's right over by me that's got all sorts of stuff.
Great for just getting bulk.
What's that?
Great for just getting some bulk stuff.
Yeah.
Wish I had one of those near me. I'm kind of envious of you.
Bulk stores.
Yeah, just random old stuff.
Parts and pieces, a used store, yeah.
See, a lot of people, they
there's,
talk about thrift stores and being able to get stuff that way. And man, I have never had luck with that. I've never even seen Lego in a thrift store.
I think you've got one near you in Calgary, Mark, because I know a certain other individual up in Edmonton has talked about it on his channel.
Oh, geez.
Oh yeah, we got 2. They just opened up like a second location on the opposite side of the city. They used Brick Bin store or Lego
Nice.
store.
Nice.
It's handy. They specialize more in sets. Like I think they want to buy more old sealed sets and then resell them, not as much as parts and pieces, which is a shame.
Mhm.
Yeah, this place has got sealed sets, used sets. They'll take anything in. Like it was weird. I was over at the store one day and they had, that Lego Ideas typewriter.
Mm-hmm.
It'd been out maybe 2 months, 3 months, and they already had it at the shop. I'm like, it just came out. They're like, yeah, they just didn't want it anymore. I'm like, oh, okay.
Oh wow.
You gotta realize a lot of people, they just it's look at Lego like a puzzle, because it's like a lot of people, they'll take a puzzle, they'll build it once, then they rip it apart, put it back in a box, and they give them away. And that's how a lot of people treat Lego. They just love the thrill of building it. They wanted to own it so they could build it. And once they're done with it, they want rid of it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I've met people there that do exactly just that. They're just trading in their Lego set, get the next building experience. They don't care to keep it on to the next.
They don't want the collection. They just want, like you said, they just want the experience from the build is all they're after.
Yeah. They've bailed me out a few times, Kevin, going there for parts.
No, I mean, like I kind of joke with Greg that I'm envious of him, but I am because, yeah, I can go to a Lego store that's 20 minutes away from me and get stuff off my pad wall, but the pad wall has been pretty damn stale lately.
It's been extremely stale.
And it's like, well, I can't get a lot of cool stuff that I could use for mock building, but if I could go to a store like that you guys are talking about, that'd be fantastic.
Yeah, because the one thing that you're going to find, though, is if you go to a pad wall, right, you're going to see in the bins and you're going to see, okay, there's a good quantity of, say, 1x4s, 1x3s, specific plate, whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
when you go here, though, you're gonna find whatever. Hey, this is all loose brick that they just got in, and you know what? They're not. It's nothing that's too specialized. Like they'll take and pull they'll pull out plant parts. They'll pull out like they'll have in different bins masonry brick, right? Or doors and windows. They'll pull certain pieces out, or they'll pull large plate. But some of it's more of, okay, you're looking for, say, 1x6 light blue gray tile. You're searching for a little while. Or one thing they got is a ton of different wheels and all of that. So, I mean, it's awesome because you never know what you're going to find.
See, I think in that case, though, if I was to go to a store like that and they literally just had the bins out with the parts, I don't think I'd go saying I'm going to get X, Y, and Z, but I just start digging through and being like, I can use this, I could use this, and just picking stuff out. And I'd be completely fine with that.
Yeah,
By the way, hey Bruce Kuhn, how you doing, buddy? Kevin, Kyle,
Bruce.
Oh, Yeti's up to 452 now.
It's happening.
If you want to see Cajun Betty in a dress, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Make sure to subscribe in particular.
Cajun Betty, I love that name.
Like this is all the stuff like I found one day just going through the bins.
Yeah, I mean that would be perfect.
It's, Matt, as you call it, the potpourri when you're at the store. But yeah, like I'll find plate and all that. I mean, you're gonna have to dig for a little bit to see it. Obviously, then you bring it back, wash it, and all that. And it's into the bins it goes.
So what do they do? Just buy bulk and just throw it in bins? It doesn't matter what color, what shape, what size. It's just thrown in
Doesn't
bulk.
matter. So people will come in with. I've been there a few times when they've come in. People have come in. They'll come in with either large totes, like the 25, 30 gallon buckets.
Uh-huh.
Some of it will be full sets. Like he's got a full monorail, not brand new, but it will be brand new. But he might actually keep that one. But he's got a monorail. He's got all sorts of just crazy stuff, boxed, unboxed, and they go through it all. Like one time, I went there and they're like, "Hey, yeah," they were going through this UCS sand crawler. So he'll go through, take it all out, they'll break it all down, verify all the parts, put them into bags, so people can rebuild it. It's pretty cool. And then he's got sets that he's got already built that he'll sell that way as well. But it's pretty cool stuff.
Kevin says it too. The brick bin here sorts by color, but you still go through all the colors for your parts. And then back to what Matt says, it's a can of worms, man. I've caught myself there for 3 hours. Oh, I can use this. I can use that. Oh, this is
I could see myself doing that, no question, easily.
Saturday, poof, gone.
It could be a problem. But I would trade that a chance to do that once or twice for forsaking my pad wall.
Absolutely.
Right now. Now, if tiles and some other great stuff show back up, I'll be like, okay, I'm going to the pad wall again.
I'm bad for saying I don't care, screw it, I want it anyways. I'm going to go to order it off Lego. If I got to go look in the instructions, find out what sets have it, order it from Bricks and Pieces or order it from Shop at Home. I just get impatient.
No, I'm with you. I've ordered a lot of parts that way. It's like, you know what? Screw it. I can get it cheap. I can get it in bulk. Do it here.
They're new. They're clean. I like the smell of them when they're fresh.
And then the quantities I order, they're always in individual bags, so it's pre-sorted. I mean, it's fantastic.
Well, that's the thing. Quantities, even like the tiles for sidewalks or the 1x2 trans clear for water, like thousands have gone through.
Yeah, it's easy to do with that stuff. You never have enough freaking tiles. I don't care what you do. If you tile your sidewalks and stuff, you're never going to have enough. Order 1,000. Once you receive them, you might as well put in your next 1,000 order.
Yeah, but I mean, sometimes the advantage of going to the store though is you can get things like this.
Oh,
And then you'll stock up. Exactly. I've run into that too. Are those masonry bricks?
They are like Blue Spray Masonry.
I've done a comparison because I was hunting those out on my wall because I seen them. Other people were getting them around the world, so I did a comparison to get 1 cup of masonry bricks from Lego Shop at Home. It was like $175.
Yeah,
$20 for the cup.
Yeah,
they were like 9 cents a piece or whatever they were, 19 cents a piece times the 475 you can fit into each cup.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and actually the last time that my store had gotten them in, the store manager contacted me and said, so we kind of have these, but I'm keeping them in the back. I'm not putting them out there.
Yeah, because the minute they're out there, they're gone.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I wish somebody would call me on that. I've never seen that part in a Lego store.
I've even asked them to call me, and they're like, "No, we can't do that." But same thing, they keep them in the back. Well, how's anyone supposed to know then?
That's the same thing with me. It's the same song and dance I get.
Matt paid him off, didn't you, Matt? Didn't you?
I wish I did. Could have gotten even more.
He did something because he's got an advantage over us. He's got them.
Yeah, but Matt hasn't truly flexed. Have you seen, Matt, I am going to bust your chops, the cat treat bin of tile he's got?
Are the white? Are they the 1x1s or the
1x2?
Oh yeah, I loaded those up, especially if you can find them in the dark gray.
Oh yeah, I think I got 4 cups of those not that long ago myself.
Oh,
I found masonry bricks once on the wall. I should have grabbed more. There you go.
I've never seen the masonry on the wall.
I got lucky, and I've only seen once the 1x2 dark blue trans clear.
I've never seen that on the wall either.
But I agree. Usually, it's like plant pieces, filler stuff you don't really use. Those are good score.
2x2s, yeah.
Dude, your cats eat a lot of treats.
They do.
One of those boxes would last me like with 2 cats, probably like 2 years, 3 years.
My cats are spoiled ass rotten. No, I'm not gonna lie, they are.
Spoiled. Have you seen a picture of my cats? I'd show you. You'd be like, "That's a spoiled ass cat." I can just see it in its eyes. I'll send you one on Instagram here.
They're actually getting pretty bad where they don't want regular food. Sometimes they'd rather me just give them the treats.
Wow.
They just go straight for the goods.
Like, no, these bins cost me $15 a pop, you guys.
They don't care.
They don't care.
Eating dad out of house and home.
Just remember, you are their human. They are not your pet.
True. I mean, they like attention and they like to cuddle and all that, but yes, I'm their human.
With
They
cats.
don't do it.
I'm surprised they haven't shown back up again. Did you shut the door, Mac?
Hmm?
No, your cats. I haven't seen them pop back in.
I fed them literally just before I got on with you guys. So they're pretty chill right now. I suspect in a couple hours, once their stomachs are settled, they'll probably want some treats again now.
Give us more.
I mean, I have those big ones that I obviously put some stuff into, but I also have a bunch of these other ones as well. Things like this. Smaller versions of those treat things.
Man, oh man.
Hey,
Daryl, looks like you're on the roof.
I'm sorry?
You're on the roof?
No, this is the second floor.
Oh, speaking of
Ah,
trans clear mark or trans blue, there you go.
Yeah, nice. Nice.
And I would love to have that many of those. Like I said, I've never seen those in the store though.
I think I caught it one day. I said, all right, I'm going to take as much of this as I can.
What did I see in the store? It was a while ago. I haven't checked, but I scored large. Again, I should have grabbed more. Both of these, actually.
Yep. Yep.
Right. Now those I got. That's how I was able to build my grand hotel over there. Was because I found those on the Pick-a-Brick wall, and I bought a ton of them.
Just every time I'm going there, I go for something. I'll spend an extra $20, but then you see all these pieces. It's like, dude, I could get extra $400 deep right now.
Oh, I mean, I wasn't planning to go to my store last weekend, but my store manager said, "Hey, got like 5 new pieces." I'm like, "All right, fine."
I'm coming.
I mean, he enticed me by saying, the more that gets bought, the more inventory I can get back in again. Maybe some good stuff. We'll see. So
Well,
he
that's an
kind of
all right
teased me
deal.
to come in.
Twisting your arm.
He is. He's definitely twisting the arm.
That's what kills me with my store. I'll go in there and clean them out of a bunch of parts, and then they'll just replace it with the same part. And it's like, dude, what the heck? If I'm cleaning you out, it's because I want you to get rid of the part and get something new, not so you can replace it with the same thing.
Right. I walked in there months ago, and Steve, my store manager, pulls me aside and says, "So I have something I'm going to show you." He goes back and pulls out, I'm going to call it a catalog because it kind of is, but it's just a bunch of printed sheets that had everything on there that they could technically order at some point or another. And he says to me, "I want you to do a check mark next to everything that you think you'd want at some point. And I'm going to see if I can order those for you." So
I want to know
where he can.
I want to know how much it is you paid this guy to get that.
The payment that I do for him is I keep doing all the surveys and giving him rave reviews, making him look good as a store manager.
Smart move. All right. I think I am going to drop off here, guys.
Yeah, I need to myself because the wife texted me just a few minutes ago that I need to get my butt in the house to eat.
Yeah.
I do.
So I want to quickly say thank you guys for being guests. We definitely need to do this again.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me back on, Daryl.
Very fun.
Thanks for coming on, guys. I appreciate it. And hopefully you guys if you want to plug your channels again one more time, hopefully you guys will gain a few subs in the process. For everybody that doesn't know, we have Macro Bricks in the bottom right-hand corner. Let me get rid of this so we can see their names. We have Macro Bricks, we have Brooks Bricks in the bottom left-hand corner, and we have Lol Lego in the top right-hand corner. So don't forget to check out your channels by looking up those specific names.
I popped mine back into the chat again there. So I would love subs and folks to check me out. Much appreciated.
Awesome. And I can't roll my beautiful bean footage because I can't do it with this particular program. But I do recall the only person that donated I thought was Brick Sargent. So a very special thank you to Brick Sargent for that awesome donation.
Nice. Well, I appreciate it. Appreciate being here. Very fun. And again, anytime you got free time, I'm down.
Awesome, man.
Yeah,
like I said, we'll definitely do this again.
Yeah, this is really awesome. Appreciate it.
And for anybody that's not familiar, get over to the Cajun Yeti, get a few more subs because he's almost at the point of being the Cajun Betty.
Hashtag Cajun Betty.
Hashtag Cajun Betty, guys.
Yeti Betty.
Take care, everyone, and we'll see you soon.
Take care.
Yeah.